What is up, everybody? I hope you've had an incredible week. I know I have. I'm so excited, so motivated at the moment. First and foremost, I want to say a massive welcome and thank you for joining the team to our newest patrons. This week we've actually got 4. That is a record in 1 week, which is a good sign that we are on the right track. So first off, I want to say massive welcome to Anthony. Now this guy, you will be seeing this guy or hearing this guy on our future podcast. Amazing man that's been doing a lot of great environmental education and conservation work over in the United States. And I've worked with him on the Lionfish project and looking forward to continuing that relationship and developing that relationship. So Anthony, welcome. Mathew, a inspirational young man with a brilliant mind, he's great with systems, with technology, with numbers. This man I've had deep conversations with, like the deepest conversations you could possibly have, and so stoked to have him as part of the team. And we've even just talked about him potentially becoming a more active part of the team, even to the level of the NGO once we get there. So stoked to have him on board as well. Just keeping an eye on things. And Tilly as well. Tilly, welcome. Beautiful soul. I was fortunate enough to meet her just over a month ago, and I know she's in a transition in her life at the moment where she's now educating herself. She's a registered nurse, but so obviously someone who's got a huge heart and very smart, and she's now sort of looking at a new way of being able to help support people and health around the planet, and I'm really excited about that journey and for her actually being a part of this journey as well. So welcome Tilly. And then Dave, I don't think I've ever met anyone that just exuberates so much positivity and love. Like, this guy's got the heart of a giant, and just absolute blessing just to even have to know this guy and also to have him now as a part of our Patreon team. Like, when I think about each individual person that I've had a connection with so far on the team, and there are some of you that I haven't yet had the conversation with. I made the call out last week. I want to talk to every single one of you because all of those who I do know are such brilliant, incredible people. And this is one of the things that excites me so much about this project, is connecting with beautiful, like-minded, inspirational people and creating just a ripple effect of love and positive energy around the globe. So thank you and welcome to those 4. Let's keep this momentum going. Now, I did mention a few weeks back that my goal was to get the first episode of the podcast launched on the 31st of last month. That was a week ago. Failed on that one. But the idea behind setting that date was I was trying to put pressure on myself. Sometimes setting a date, will enable you to really kind of work towards getting something done. Now, I think I was a little bit too ambitious. I also realized that before I actually start putting the voice out there again, and doing a lot of content and calling attention to the project, I want to get the website set up in a way where if someone is, resonating with the message that I'm putting out there, they can go straight to the website and get a clear snapshot of all the projects we're doing, our morals, our mission, our values, without having to listen to an hour-long podcast or whatever. So that's what I've been doing. I've been really focusing the last week especially on developing the copy for the projects page, which explains all of our projects. I did make an order basically I want to get the website looking schmicko. I did make an order of some of the products that we've got on the merchandise side of things on the website. Just so they can see the quality of the equipment. Now, that order was made 2 weeks ago. From what I understand, tracking, it's in Australia. I was hoping to get it on Friday so I could show you today, but it didn't arrive yet. So I'm hoping it should arrive this week sometime. So next week's update, I'll be able to give you an update about our merch and tell you exactly how good quality it is, or whether we might look at resourcing a different company. But from the reviews I've seen and read and the research I've done, it is extremely great quality. And all built, created in a sustainable manner as well, which is the most important, and the packaging. So we'll do the packaging unveiling next week, so that's very exciting. Anyway, the content I do put out into the world, I want it to be free always. The message that I want to deliver and share with the world is something that I don't think it doesn't make sense for it to be VIP. You have to pay a membership to be able to get it. And I know all you guys are paying memberships, so I'm trying to create value for you that's unique. But it's important to understand that what you're helping me to do is create content and inspiration and education to get out to the masses. In fact, a lot of the people that need to see this kind of information are people that are struggling financially and can't afford to be, for example, a Patreon supporter like you guys. But what does that mean in terms of how does that make you guys different? Well, I actually consider you guys as a part of the team. Literally, you're not just helping financially. You, to me, by the fact that you're putting your money where your mouth is, shows me that this is something that you care enough about to be invested in, right? And for that reason, I really value your input, not just financial input. Couldn't do it without it, and it fuels my fire. But your verbal, your feedback, thank you so much to anyone that is actually reaching out and telling me, how I could be doing things better. I love constructive criticism or feedback, so, you care enough to contribute, and I certainly do not, financially, I do not take that lightly, and so much so that I want you guys to actually be a part of the active desarrollo, Spanish, development of the website, the content, the merchandise, the projects that we're doing as well. So for that reason, I am going to, apart from this video, I am going to upload a document, or actually a link to a Google document, which is where I'm creating the copy for the part of the website which is going to be about our projects. I would love for you guys to go into that link. You're, as a Patreon supporter, going to have rights to make comments on that Google Doc, where you can tell me your thoughts, and you'll be able to perhaps, I think you'll be able to see the other thoughts of those in this amazing group as well, and tell me what you think. How could things be said better, or are there things that could be left out? Do you feel like there's something that could be maybe added to it? Visuals, copy, whatever it might be. The idea is that we're building this together. You guys are a part of the growth of this project. You're not just watching. I want you guys to get involved. So the project page, I'll put that into our Patreon page as a separate link, and you guys will have the right to be able to comment on that. On that note, I want to leave you guys with a quick little video that I've just made, some wasteless words of wisdom. I am exploring and playing around with AI at the moment, which, it's very controversial for some people, especially, ironically, people who are human. They're all about the human spirit. They're all about in the environment, and there's this fear out there that artificial intelligence is something that goes against all of that. I think we need to recognize that it's here to stay, and like anything, it's a tool, and that tool can be used for good or it can be used for bad, just like a knife. Knife is technology. At one point it was the top of the top technology out there, and that can be used to kill somebody, or it could be used to create something, a delicious meal, to whittle a bit of artwork. So I believe that AI is a tool. I've been playing around with it and using it, and I think the more people like you guys who have got their heart and their mind in the right place, we need to be really understanding this tool and teaching it. It is generative AI, and it will learn and it will continue to grow based on the people that are using it. We need more loving, caring people investigating and playing around with this, so that it is moved in the right direction and used for the right reasons. So anyway, here's a little video I made just for you guys. I hope you like it, and I'll see you on the other side.
Through social conditioning built on capitalism and unconscious consumerism, we have been trained to think that when I get that thing, I will be more successful, more complete. Often, we believe this so much that we will work in jobs we hate to make money we don't need, to buy things we don't need, to impress people that don't really care. And all the while fueling this skewed concept of success within society. The truth is, this thought process is what is keeping you from living your best life, from vibrating on your highest frequency and living to your fullest potential. You already are complete. The fact you are alive is a miracle, a blessing. Life is such a gift. By recognizing this, you can start to focus on what really matters, being present, being grateful, and not wasting the most precious resource we all have, time. I'm not saying to just stop, become a bum, and be grateful for being able to breathe. I like nice things, and it's okay to have nice things, to have goals and plans to strive towards, but make sure they are goals with true purpose and value for you, your loved ones, and the world. Live your best life, vibrate on your highest frequency, and cherish every moment. Subscribe for more insights on living a purposeful life.
All right, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little taste of some of the things. I made that really quick. It took me about an hour. Normally, in the past, that would have maybe taken me an entire week with the time scale or time frame that I have. But I guess I just want to leave you guys on with a little bit of extra value. Something that's added a lot of value to my life. You know, there's certain books that I've read, things that I've learned that have helped me just be a more sort of whole and peaceful person. And one of those is The Minimalists. Now, some of you might have heard of it. If you haven't, I recommend it. It's in the book form. I think they've even got a documentary or maybe even a movie. But the concept that or the message that they are delivering to the world, I think is so, so important, and something that I live by. And that is living a life, living a more purposeful life with less, right? And, you know, the message that you should love people and use things, because the opposite never works. That is their key message. You know, too often we work so hard to get things we don't need, and then those things end up owning us, and we stress out. We have to, if we move house, we have to move all these things, or, you know, a lot of these things we don't even end up using, and they end up, you know, devaluing. We've worked so hard to the bone doing jobs we don't like so that we can buy these things, and then they end up sitting in a cupboard, gathering dust, losing value. And that was your time that could have been spent doing something purposeful, experiencing incredible things, spending time with your loved ones. All right, so if I can leave you with one message today, that is love people, use things, waste less time, and love more people. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.